Have you ever woken up feeling more tired than when you went to bed? Spent hours resting, yet felt like your body didn't truly recover? Or woken up with that familiar morning fog, your mind feeling slow and your mood shifting for no clear reason? If you're over 65 and living in this vibrant corner of Southeast Asia, you might unknowingly be repeating nighttime habits that seem harmless, but slowly drain your physical and mental energy. Many people believe that losing strength, experiencing aches, forgetfulness, or sleeping poorly is just part of getting older. But what if that's not the full story? What if these signs are not just aging, but signals that something can and should be changed? In this video, I'll reveal 3 common nighttime mistakes that steal your rest, sap your energy, and even affect your independence during the day. And even better, I'll teach you simple changes you can make to your nighttime routine that can transform your health, physically, mentally, and emotionally, even well after the age of 70. My name is Dr. Marcus Lim. I'm a geriatric physician with over 25 years of experience working with older adults in this part of the world, where evenings are filled with the comforting smells of night markets, cups of kopi shared at kopitiams, and families gathering for late dinners. Over the years, I've seen a pattern. Patients come to me, whether after a bustling evening at the Hawker Center or a quiet chat under the evening lights, complaining about poor sleep, fatigue, body aches, and memory problems, and most often they say, it's just part of growing old. But it's not always true. In fact, in most cases, these symptoms are not caused by serious diseases. They come from nighttime habits that were repeated over the years without realizing their true impact. The good news is that when these habits change, the results can come quickly and can be life-changing. That's why I'm here, to help you recover your energy, clear your mind, and live with greater vitality. It all starts with how you end your day. As we age, our bodies naturally go through changes. After 70, our metabolism slows down, muscles lose some flexibility, and the deep, restorative sleep we had at 40 becomes lighter and more fragile. But this is not a punishment. It's simply your body asking for a different kind of care. Think of your body like an old but treasured keepsake, a traditional timepiece passed down through generations. Still precious, but needing gentle handling and attention. Push it too hard and it breaks. Ignore it, and it loses its rhythm. At night, your body enters a sacred healing mode. Cells repair themselves, the heart slows down, the immune system strengthens. The brain carefully stores your memories and emotions. But when this process is disturbed, whether by heavy late-night meals, bright screens glowing in the darkness, or long stretches of inactivity, your body's natural balance is thrown off. That's why understanding what happens inside you while you sleep is so important. Often you don't need expensive treatments, supplements, or complicated therapies. You just need a better, more respectful nighttime routine. And in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to do it. 1. Eating dinner. Too late. One of the most common mistakes many people make is eating dinner too late and having heavy meals before bed. Across many families here in Southeast Asia, it's quite normal to have dinner between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m., often with full plates, rice, meats, fried foods, noodles, thick soups, or even a late-night cup of kopi paired with kaya toast or sweet buns. It may feel like an innocent family tradition, a time to gather and connect. But in reality, this habit becomes one of the biggest enemies of good sleep, especially after the age of 65. The problem isn't just what you eat, it's when you eat. At this time of night, your body is already preparing for rest. The digestive system starts to slow down, the liver shifts into detox mode, and the heart begins to lower its rhythm. But when we overload the body with heavy food late at night, all of this is interrupted. Instead of focusing on repair, hormone balancing, and deep restorative sleep, your body is forced to stay busy digesting. Here's a simple way to imagine it. Think of your body like a team of cleaners who arrive at your house at 10 p.m. ready to quietly tidy up. But suddenly, you barge in with big grocery bags, rearrange the furniture, and start cooking. Will the cleaners be able to do their job properly? Of course not. That's exactly what happens inside your body when you eat too late or too heavily at night. Let me share the story of Auntie May, a lovely 72-year-old lady I met. For years, She had dinner around 9:30 p.m. Her plate was always packed, thick, chicken porridge, fried rice, and a strong cup of kopi with sweet bread. After eating, she would doze off in front of the TV. She snored loudly, woke up several times to go to the bathroom, and by morning, she felt nauseous, weak, and had no energy. To start the day, one day, she decided to make a simple change. She shifted her dinner to 6:30 p.m. and chose a lighter meal, a clear vegetable soup and a cup of chamomile tea. Within just 10 days, she noticed a huge difference. She slept through the night without waking. Up and woke up full of energy, feeling truly refreshed. Now let's be clear, this isn't about starving yourself, it's about making smarter, lighter choices at dinner time. Some good options for dinner include clear soups with boiled eggs, mashed pumpkin or sweet potato, brown rice with steamed vegetables, whole grain toast with avocado, lightly cooked fruits like apples or pears, natural unsweetened yogurt and calming teas like chamomile, lemongrass or winter melon tea. And what should you avoid? Heavy red meats, fried foods, processed meats like sausages, strong cheeses, too much white bread, desserts, chocolate, coffee, black tea, soft drinks and alcohol. Remember, your stomach also needs rest. If you go to bed with it overworked, it won't function well, and neither will you. Try making a gradual shift. Move your dinner 1 hour earlier each day, until you're eating between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. Keep the meal light and nourishing. You'll soon notice your sleep improving, your digestion becoming smoother, and your mornings feeling lighter and brighter. If you're still with me, type 1 in the comments to let me know you made it this far. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, now's the perfect time. Hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and leave a like to support our community. Ready to learn about the next big mistake? Let's keep going. 2. Sleeping with the TV. On the second big mistake that seriously harms your sleep is falling asleep with the TV on. In many homes, especially among older adults, the television becomes a constant companion, staying on from late afternoon until deep into the night. We eat dinner while watching the news, chat with music playing in the background, and before we know it, we've drifted off, while the TV is still blaring. A lot of people say, "But I can only fall asleep with the TV on. It keeps me company, it helps me relax." It might help you close your eyes, but it doesn't help you truly rest. Even if your body falls asleep, your brain stays on alert, constantly processing sounds and flashes of light, even through closed eyelids. The blue light from the screen, for example, penetrates the eyelids and tricks the brain into thinking it's still daytime. This confusion disrupts the production of melatonin, the hormone that makes you fall into deep, restorative sleep. Without enough melatonin, your sleep becomes shallow and fragmented, and your body misses out on the real healing it needs overnight. And it's not just the light that's the problem. It's also the sudden sounds, loud commercials, laughter from a sitcom, dramatic news alerts in the middle of the night. All of these cause small awakenings, even if you don't consciously remember them, and those tiny disruptions are enough to break your deep sleep cycle. Let me tell you about Auntie City, a lovely 76-year-old lady I met. For years, she believed she could only fall asleep with her TV playing late-night dramas. But when we took a closer look at her sleep routine, it was clear. She woke up 3 to 4 times every night, felt groggy in the mornings, and even started noticing memory lapses and confusion. We suggested a simple change. Turn off the TV at least 30 minutes before bedtime, dim the lights, and instead of watching shows, listen to soft instrumental music or a calming radio program. She also switched to using a warm-colored nightlight and spent a few minutes reading before bed instead of staring at a screen. The result? Within just 1 week, she noticed her sleep improving, and after a month she was sleeping through the night, waking up refreshed, full of energy, and in a great mood. This is not just coincidence, it's pure science. Research shows that exposure to screens at night, whether it's the TV, phone, or tablet, throws off your body's internal clock. And the older we get, the more sensitive that clock becomes. If you're over 60, your brain needs darkness, silence, and stability to properly shut down and heal your body during sleep. But does this mean you have to give up your favorite shows, dramas, or movies? Of course not. You can, and should, still enjoy them. The key is setting boundaries. Create a nighttime routine that signals to your body that the day is ending. Here's what to do. Turn off all screens at least 30 minutes before bed. Spend that time on gentle activities, deep breathing, light stretching, sipping calming teas like valerian, chamomile, or linden flower, or simply sit in silence, letting your mind unwind. If total silence feels strange, you can play soft nature sounds, rain, ocean waves, or crickets chirping. There are plenty of free options on YouTube or simple apps, or go old school. A small radio with a sleep timer works perfectly too. The important thing is this: give your brain a clear message that it's time to rest. Make your bedroom a true sleep sanctuary. Dark, cool, quiet, with no flashing lights or screens. Use blackout curtains if needed. Unplug devices with bright LEDs and keep your phone away from your pillow. These small steps have a huge impact. Trying to sleep with the TV on is like trying to meditate in a noisy marketplace. You may have your eyes closed, but your mind never really relaxes. Turning off the screen is what truly lights up your rest. If you're still with us, type 2 in the comments so we know you made it this far. And stay tuned, the next big mistake might surprise you. 3. Lack of movement in the evening. Here's something that happens in many homes and senior residences. After 5 or 6 p.m., everything slows down. There's a light evening snack, a last chat, and then silence. The body settles into the sofa, the TV goes on, the blanket covers the legs, and movement stops completely. But what feels like relaxation might actually be sabotaging your sleep. Our bodies were made to move, even in our later years. Muscles, joints, circulation. They all work better when we stay active. When you spend the last few hours of the day completely still, your blood flow slows, your muscles stiffen, and your mind stays restless. Even if you don't feel it immediately. It's like your day, never truly closed, and when it's time to sleep, your body is still in standby mode. Let me give you an example. Uncle Raymond, a 78-year-old from Johor, used to lie down at 10 p.m., but after 6 p.m. he would just stay on the sofa, barely moving. The result? He woke up multiple times at night with hip pain, leg cramps, and that awful feeling of not having slept at all. What changed? A simple shift. After dinner, he started walking slowly around his garden. If it rained or felt too humid, he would do seated stretches and practice deep breathing with his eyes closed. Within 2 weeks, he was sleeping through the night and waking, pain-free. Movement doesn't mean heavy exercise. It can be light and gentle, walking around the house, stretching your arms, rotating your ankles, slowly turning your neck, climbing a few steps at your own pace, even slow dancing to a favorite song. These small gestures send a powerful message to your body. The day is ending. It's time to relax. Because here's the truth. Your body needs closure at the end of the day to fully rest. Staying motionless for hours is like leaving a fan switched off but still spinning slowly. It never really stops. That's how many older adults go to bed with tense bodies and restless minds. The result? Poor sleep, body aches, mental stress, anxiety, and a feeling of exhaustion that carries over into the next day. So what can you do starting today? Here are a few simple ideas. Take a slow 10-15-minute walk after dinner. No phone, no rush. Do light stretches. Lift your arms, roll your shoulders, bend your knees gently. Practice deep breathing. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, and exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Listen to nature sounds or soft instrumental music. Give yourself a mini massage. Rub your legs or feet with a little oil or lotion. Even if you've never done this before, start small. The body, even after 70, has an amazing memory. It just needs gentle reminders. You don't need to exercise like you did in your 20s. You simply need enough movement to let your body relax. The domino effect. How these mistakes speed up aging now. Think about what happens when all 3 mistakes happen together. Eating heavy and late, sleeping with the TV on, staying completely still in the evening. It's like a row of dominoes. One pushes the next. Your body, already slowing down with age, struggles to digest heavy food at a time when it should be winding down. The TV light confuses your brain, stopping melatonin production, and because you don't sleep well, you wake up tired, sore, and even less willing to move the next day. It becomes a vicious cycle. Poor digestion, poor sleep, fatigue, faster aging. And yes, it affects your mood, memory, immune system, and even your muscle strength. The good news, just like one domino can knock down the whole row, one conscious change can break the entire cycle. And if you make 2 or 3 small changes, your body reacts with incredible gratitude. More energy, sharper mind, better sleep, stronger body. Here's a beautiful example. Uncle Lim, 75 years. Old, used to live in constant tiredness, memory fog and low motivation. He thought it was just part of aging. But his granddaughter Mei Ling spotted the same 3 mistakes: heavy late dinners, sleeping with the TV on, and staying still all evening. With a little love, she encouraged a few simple changes. Lighter dinners earlier in the evening, turning off the TV at least an hour before bed, and taking short evening walks. At first he resisted, but he agreed to give it a try. After just 1 week, he started sleeping better. After 2 weeks, he woke up in a better mood. And in a month, he was even reading the newspaper every morning again. It wasn't a miracle. It was care, routine, and small movements. Ready to start? Now that you know the 3 biggest evening mistakes that harm your health after 65, why not take the first step tonight? Eat earlier and lighter, between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. Turn off the TV and all screens at least 30 minutes before bed. Move gently, breathe deeply, stretch, or take a slow walk. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to start. Your body will thank you with deeper sleep, fewer aches, clearer thinking, and a brighter spirit. Share with us, which of these mistakes have you been making without even noticing? Late dinners, sleeping with the TV on, staying still all night. Tell us in the comments. I would love to hear your story, support you, and cheer you on. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone who might need better sleep. Your parent, a friend, a neighbor. Sometimes, one simple tip can change a whole life. And always remember, aging doesn't mean fading away. Your body can still be strong. Your mind can still be sharp. Your heart can still be joyful. But for that, it needs real quality rest. And that rest begins each night with small but powerful choices. If you'd like to support our work, click the thanks button below. And if you want more tips for living with more health and vitality, subscribe and ring the bell. See you in the next video. Elder. Longevity for a longer, stronger life.